Hello, everybody. This is Jason Rogash. I haven't made a video in over a year. I'm going to get right to it. I'm living in the state of Minnesota right now, going to school, working, doing just fine. I wanted to talk. The reason that prompted this is I'm going to start doing more videos. Sorry about my audio. I'm working on getting a new microphone and stuff. Um, I want to talk about this immigration thing. I want to talk about that how we're not seeing. We're in the beginning of a fascist creation in our country, and we're just not seeing it. I don't think we want to see it. I think many people don't want to see it. I think people are. It's hard to see when you're right inside of it. Um, I think that we must, unfortunately, fight all of this tyranny that's going on right now. President Trump, Donald Trump, and his little fascist minions are essentially separating children from their parents at the border. Families looking for asylum, etc. This is essentially the Republicans trying to leverage human beings against the Democrats, so the Democrats will sign an immigration bill and get the wall built, fund that $30 billion wall, amongst other things, and a very hardline operation, hardline immigration bill. First of all, this is raw evil, and I think for the first time I think this was the slow incremental Fox News kind of since the mid '90s towards fascism, and I think now we're seeing it. The Fox News hosts like Tucker Carlson, who's a rich kid who's from the Swanson, frozen dinner fortune. People like Laura Ingraham, who's from Minnesota actually, who doesn't have a soul or a heart or a brain. These people are Fox News, Jeff Sessions, Ann Coulter, many others have no soul. They don't care about human beings. There is no reason to be separating children from their families at the border. Even if you believe they're coming over here legally, you could illegally. This is supposedly the Family Values Party. The Republican Party is supposed to be the Family Values Party. They're not the Republican. They're not the Family Values Party. They've never been the Family Values Party. And now I think we've seen that to be true 100% without any question. This is an evil, evil thing. I don't believe in evil, or I think it's supernatural, and I don't believe in the supernatural on any level. But this is aberrant behavior. This is bizarre behavior by people like Jeff Sessions, people like the head of Homeland Security, the people that are Donald Trump, Mike Pence. These are really bad people, and these are supposed Christians. These are people that go to church every Sunday, and they have families, and they love their families, and they supposedly love their kids, but they would actually do this to other human beings as if it needed to be done, as if it was for national security or for some sort of necessary thing that needs to be done to protect the American people. And really it's not. It's just being an unbelievably terrible human being. I think if you supported Donald Trump and you still support this, you're a terrible human being and should be fucking ashamed of yourself. This is a shock to me. I mean, there's a lot of racism in America. Obviously, I don't really understand much of it, to be honest with you. I'm from Alaska. We don't have this type of racism in Alaska. There's racism in Alaska, but not like this, not like the lower 48, which I've learned. I've lived here now for over a year, been in the lower 48 for almost year and a half. And I've seen a lot of racism. And this just seems to me anti-immigration. If these were white people coming in from Europe, I don't know that there would be this. I don't think that Donald Trump would be doing this. This is a terrible, terrible thing that's happening. And there is some good things that are coming from this. People like Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy, and many others, and a couple of other American Dad. He has said that he wants to end his relationship with Fox over this immigration thing, which good on him. Good for Seth MacFarlane. Paul Feig, who directed Bridesmaids, and many other films, a guy that I've always been a fan of, great writer, terrific writer, and a terrific director. He's said that he's going to reevaluate his business relationship with Fox and wants to end it. Because of this immigration policy. This is at a base level. I've watched people on Fox and Friends in the morning be kind of like a little bit apprehensive, although Fox News has essentially gotten behind this 100%, as they do everything Donald Trump does, because they think Donald Trump is fantastic, because they're all little fascists too. They've been like that though forever. I mean, Fox News it was run by Roger Ailes, and it allows the worst kind of propaganda nonsense. This reminds me of the old saying, first they came for the immigrants, and we said nothing. I think anybody out there, whatever you're doing, talk about it with your friends, your family, at your church, at your job. Protest if you want. Go out and stand in front of. I heard a woman today on the Sam Cedar show, which if you've ever watched, if you're interested, it's a left-leaning radio program. that you can watch live on YouTube. Sam Cedar is a former actor, writer, stand-up comic, and he's very funny and he's very good. He does some voices for that show, Bob's Burgers, home movies. You'll recognize his voice if you've ever watched any of those shows. And he's got a stellar conscience. Good for him. So I want to make this video very short. I'll be making more videos. I just wanted to get this out there that this is disgusting and disturbing. And the fact that we're letting children at the borders, being put into cages, essentially, I don't care what you call them. I don't care if you call them fences. We're using fence material and creating boxes. I don't care what the fuck nomenclature, what kind of excuse you use. This is disgusting and disturbing. And America should never be doing something like this. Never, ever, 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 never. Donald Trump lied and said if we let America become like Germany is facing the worst crime that it's ever had. Germany just recorded its lowest crime rates since 1992. Donald Trump is a liar. He's a racist. He's a fascist, and he's leading us all towards fascism. This is a deplorable act by a deplorable administration. These guys make the Bush administration look like saints. This is unnecessary, unneeded, unwanted, unpopular. And I think if Republicans, the mass Republicans out there who voted for Trump, even if you're not a Republican, maybe you're an independent and you wanted Trump, you have to now agree that this man is an absolute travesty against the people of the United States and people from other countries. He's a threat. He's an existential threat. He's a literal threat. This is absolutely terrible. And separating children from their families at the border, we could put all of those people together. You could put the family put them someplace, put them in a hotel. God knows there's not enough hotels in this fucking country. Hotel or low-income housing, and then wait for the trial, or go through the process like we were doing before. But Trump has decided, because he's trying to leverage this to the Democrats so they will sign an immigration bill. That's why you're hearing the Democrats being blamed for this. Meanwhile, the Republicans control the House, the U.S. House of Representatives. They control the Senate, and they control the executive branch, the president. They can stop this tomorrow. This is what happens when you don't have any checks and balances against people like Jeff Sessions, people like Mike Pence, people like Neil Gorsuch, who's a Supreme Court justice. This is a bad time to be an American, and this is a slouch towards fascism. And it's hard to see when you're in the middle of it, and we are in the beginning stages in the middle of it. And this is post Weimar. This is, in Germany. This is right before Hitler took power. Only I wouldn't compare Donald Trump yet to Hitler, simply because he hasn't. The final solution was 6 million people, but this is when you start going towards it, and it's disturbing and disheartening. And I just pray, and I don't pray, but I hope that the American people, particularly Republicans, particularly conservatives who voted for Donald Trump, who think they were doing something independent or were tired of Hillary Clinton or whatever, see this and acknowledge how bad it is and resist. Again, I'll be making more videos. I plan on doing a video about Trump's Space Force that he's creating, which is, Jesus fuck, another branch of the military. I will be making more videos. I'm doing well. Thank you for everybody who supported me. New subscribers, old subscribers, people that have always been kind to me. Thank you for listening to my stuff. I'll be making more comedy videos. I'll be making more serious videos. And I appreciate you sticking with me. I'm back. Thank you for listening.